All right, peace and blessings, everybody. This is Yusef. I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about something that I think is very important. I kind of touched on this in previous videos and past videos, but I think that it's very, very important to fully understand. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit from a different angle this time in this video. And sometimes people ask me where do I get this information from. And, it just comes from studying psychology, to be honest with you, Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, and a few others. Also studying the yin yang, understanding energy of negative and positive polarities, and really understanding different mystic systems, And what I do is I put all that together, and I basically come to an understanding about what something is on a deeper level. So in this particular video here, I want to talk about the heart and the three gateways to false love, right? The heart, the thing that gets broken, people get their heart broken a lot. And I want to talk about the three gateways that creates false love, right? So to start this out, what do I mean by false love, right? And I kind of explained this in another video also. False love is basically what I call earth love or physical love, right? And some people don't know the difference. I explained this in the video also. Spiritual cosmic love is true love, right? That's unconditional love, or love that is not based on conditions. It just is what it is, right? It's just love in its purest form, right? Like prime example, I have a daughter, right? Without even fully knowing her, I loved her, right? I just wanted to give her everything. I wanted to give her love. And that basically is the purest form of love. Love without conditions, right? And I can go deeper into that, but that's basically what it is in a nutshell on a basic level. So that's very important for people to understand, right? So false love is exactly that. Now, the problem is some people, when they get into relationships, they don't always understand what love is, right? And I can understand that, right? Because the love you have for your child, to be honest, and y'all got to be honest, the love you have for your child is way different from the way you love anything else, right? It's way different from the way you love anything else, because that love is more pure a lot of times, right? It's more pure. So there's a bunch of gateways actually that can create false love. But from my research and understanding, there's definitely three gateways in particular that creates false love, right? And blocks you from ever experiencing true love, right? And these three gates I'm going to talk about is very important to understand. Now, women need to understand this more than men do, because men usually get affected by one of these gates, which is going to be the second gate that I'm going to talk about, right? But women are usually affected by all three, because women are naturally hardwired to their emotions, because they represent that negative charge, that negative polarity, which is cold, dark, magnetic, right? If you ever look at magnets under a thing of sand, under some sand, it's going to be curvy, because woman's body is naturally curvy because it's magnetic energy, right? Men is more electric. You ever see a thunderbolt or electricity is more box shaped, it's more straight. So men don't really have shapes, but we're attracted to shapes, right? So when they come together, men and women, they create this electromagnetic force, which in return can create life and generates life, or a baby or a child or something like that. So it's very important to understand, right? So women need to be very careful, and they need to really pay attention to these three gates, because it can really help them understand what they may be dealing with presently, or what they could be dealing with in the future, to watch out for some of these brothers. And brothers don't really care about most of them, but it's one of them that they hate a lot, and we're going to get into that. So to start this out, the three main gateways that I'm talking about is basically sex, lies, and abuse. I'll say that one more time. Sex, lies, and abuse. And these three main gateways are the way that negative energy funnels its way into. Now, you can be positive from through sex, right? But a lot of men and women can influence people sexually, right? So before I get into that, let me first explain a concept that's very important to understand. And if you're going to understand these deeper, you need to understand why I'm calling them gateways, right? Why I'm calling these things gateways. So to help you guys understand, you have two things I'm going to explain real quick: the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the protector, right? It is the thing that allows you to experience the world around you. You are conscious, and what you are conscious and aware of, right? That is your conscious mind. The conscious mind protects the subconscious mind, right? Which in a lot of ways, some people call it the super mind, but the subconscious mind knows all and it can do all. It is literally your personal genie, right? The subconscious mind is. So the subconscious mind will be female. Remember, female represents negative, positive, cold, the darkness, right? Females have darkness in their womb. The baby is formed in darkness for 9 months. 9 represents completion. In Egypt, 9 is 100%. So it's very important to understand that women carry this energy. Men is more electric, right? Even the semen of men, according to scientists, is nothing but liquid light. So these things are very important to understand. So the subconscious mind is literally the female mind. The conscious mind is the man. The conscious mind protects the woman, period, point blank. The woman, or the subconscious mind, gives power to the conscious mind. But because of what the subconscious mind truly is, it needs to be protected. So in Egypt, you would see the woman will be the throne and the man will be the protector of the throne. He will be the enforcer. But the woman was the law. She was the law. She gave the law, or Allah, or whatever people want to call it. She was the law. The man was the son of God. He was the enforcer of God's law, of the law, right? So, because the earliest aspect of God, if people do their deep research, will always be female. And that's important to understand, because the first thing a baby sees and the thing that gives it life is a female. So the conscious mind needs to protect the subconscious mind. But what happens is every now and then there are things where the conscious mind can be influenced or distracted, and somebody can come in on the subconscious mind, or the subconscious mind will open a door for this energy to come through. So let's talk about the first one. The first one is sex. Okay? A lot of times people get in with a person, they know this person ain't no good, or they don't like some of these person ways, but the person, slides up in there, and next thing you know, they're having sex with this person, right? And because of the sex, right, it's releasing dopamine in the brain. It's releasing dopamine. This dopamine gives a false illusion of love, right? And that's something we're going to talk about very much in this video also, a lot in this video also. This dopamine is giving a false illusion of love. So this person is feeling good. They're feeling good because now this person can make them feel good. So a woman has to be very careful of this, because now her emotions could be tied to this man, literally, because of how he made her feel in the bedroom. Now she can create this illusion in her mind where this guy must love her because he makes her feel good, right? Or she thinks that he is connected just as much as I'm connected. But he's not, because he's not an emotional creature by nature. Women are. They're literally hardwired to their emotions. Men can have sex with a woman and leave, and they're gone, right? But if they like you, they really want to be with you, then they can become emotionally attached. But men can literally make a choice whether or not they want to be emotionally attached. So women have to be very careful in that aspect, because sex is one of the gateways that a man can influence a woman and get into her subconscious mind and have her crazy and make her think that she's in love, right? Literally, because remember, the subconscious mind is like a genie. You can control it to do whatever you want. You can control it, and you can create thoughts in your subconscious mind, and you can make it your reality, right? You can make it your reality. So because she has this dopamine release, and she's having this orgasm or this good feeling that he's giving her every night or whatever he's doing it, she creates this illusion in her subconscious mind that in turn brings out this energy of false love. Well, he's over here every night, right? Or he comes by every night. Or he makes me feel like this every night. He's sleeping in my bed. That don't mean nothing. That's nothing. Like that don't mean nothing because a man sleeps in your bed every night. It should be deeper than that, right? But sex can make you crazy, especially if somebody know how to do it real good. They can make you lose your mind and make you think that you're in love and you're not. It's literally false love, which is earth love, which is dopamine in so many words. So the second one I want to talk about is something that affects men and women greatly. Now, this is the one that men hate a lot, right? When they do fall for a girl and she lies to them. So the second one we're going to talk about is lie. Lying is the second gateway. Lying is very deceptive and very deceiving. And a lot of times people deceive their way into the subconscious mind, and they lie their way into the subconscious mind, right? So in turn, by doing that, once again, the subconscious mind, because of the lies sound good, right? Or the lies look good, right? Because people could lie physically by putting on a certain persona. The lies look good, and now what happens is the lies in return allow a person to create this illusion that this person might love them, right? A man could literally tell a woman that he loves her and never mean it, right? He could just say the word, he's lying, right? A woman could do the same thing to a man. Oh, I love you, and then she could be lying. So lying is one of those energies, a very negative energy that can literally affect both sides. Men can be extremely affected by this. They really hate when a woman lies. So a man could cheat, right? But as soon as a woman cheats on him, he loses his mind. So men get greatly affected by lies. We hate liars, right? Especially if we feeling you and you lying to us, you know? So lying is the second gateway. Like I said, there's many, but these three are very important. Lies create illusions in the subconscious mind. It can bypass the conscious mind and literally have a person thinking something else because of the lies. It can create a whole illusionary thing in somebody's world. And now this person is living a lie, right? Which means that there's no trust. And I'm going to do a video in the future based on if there's no trust, there's no relationship. That's a fact, because trust is the foundation. So if you're living in a lying relationship where a person's lying all the time about serious things, people ain't perfect. They lie sometimes, you know, but if they're lying about super serious things about the relationship and you still allow this person to be in your life, then that means you like suffering. Period, point blank. You like to suffer and you want to suffer. And this person is giving you lies and you're allowing it. That means you want to suffer, regardless of what you say. But subconsciously in your mind, which means that the subconscious mind can operate on its own and create an illusion. You don't even know it. Like prime example, they'll put stuff on TV and you're looking at the sign, but the sign is shaped a certain way and it has extra words in the sign that you don't see, but the subconscious mind sees it. And the subconscious mind is then programmed to want McDonald's or want some other fast food restaurant. Just by a symbol. The subconscious mind can be tricked like that. That's why it has to be protected constantly, right? So lying is something that's very dark and nobody's perfect. People lie, right? But when people lie about big things that's going to affect somebody's life, it's not a good thing at all. Not a good thing at all, right? So lying is that second gateway that's very dangerous, and a person can fall into a level of false love through the lies. So be very careful with that. The last one I want to talk about is abuse, right? Abuse cannot just be physical, it can also be mental, emotional, psychological, right? Abuse is the third gateway that people get into the subconscious mind. The abuse causes traumatic effects that can program. Trauma can literally program you. And this is something that's very important to understand. Trauma can literally program you, right? So when a person is abusing you, say he's not beating you, right? 'Cause that's the most famous one that people think about when you say abuse, is somebody's putting their hands on you, somebody's beating you, right? But let's just say that somebody's manipulating you by talking. Let's say somebody's talking down to you, calling you fat, ugly, whatever, stuff like that. And if that's happening, and you accept it, right? You accept their words. What's happening is that's creating an image in your subconscious mind. It's programming. One of the ways you program the subconscious mind is through repetition. You basically say something over and over and over and over and over. And as you say it, the subconscious mind can literally become programmed, right? Literally become programmed by you keep saying, oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm not happy. I'm happy. I don't feel good. The subconscious mind says, if that's what you want, I'll give it to you. That's how the subconscious mind works. It doesn't deal with right or wrong or good or evil. It just does what you tell it to do. But the conscious mind protects that. So literally, if somebody is abusing you and you're accepted, that energy goes into the subconscious mind and you start to accept what they say about you. And it could be 100% false, right? And a lot of times it is false. So abuse is the third gateway that if people allow someone to constantly abuse them, and we use the example here of someone abusing you verbally, but it could be psychologically also, right? If someone constantly does that to you, and you start to accept that, you literally program yourself to fall into that level of false identity. Now, someone can abuse you also verbally and then tell you that they love you. And they can abuse you so much until, psychologically, you start to really think that they love you and what they're saying about you is because they love you. So that's another way that can create a false love, or somebody can beat you, right? And they'll say, I beat you because I love you, right? And that's also can create a false love. A person really starts to think that beating them is love or talking down on them is love. And that's not. That's actually a false love. It is a illusionary love. And it's very dangerous because now it's going to be harder for true love to come in between you and that person, or they can mess you up to the point where you have a dark facet now in your soul and you can't accept true love from anybody in the future. So it damages you. Now the soul and the heart and your love has become infected. And that's what you don't want. And sometimes a person stays like that and they choose to stay that way. And you can tell them that they need to change this and that, and they refuse. They refuse. And that simply means that person wants to suffer, regardless of what they say, right? They could be feeling bad every day and not happy. But if a person constantly accepts what they know that they're not, including the negativity in their life, that person wants to suffer subconsciously because they've been programmed to do it. They've been programmed to do it. So I just want to get in here and give you guys a quick video about the three major gateways into the heart that can break a person's heart, damage a person's heart, scar a person's heart. And there are ways out of this. You just have to accept it, that what you're accepting into your life is not right for you, right? And you can only do that by blaming yourself. I always tell people that. You don't have to blame what happened to you, but you have to blame yourself for staying there and accepting what you are, or accepting what's happening to you, excuse me. So, I just want to get on here and explain that to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do some more videos about relationships, and I like to go deep on stuff. Maybe y'all could tell that, I don't like to just talk about sex, lies, and abuse. I want to talk about how they affect the subconscious mind and the heart. So y'all see more of that in my future videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good day. Peace.